Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Mimi Dollars collection. So today we are going to be making this triangular shaped bottega beaded bag. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on your bell notification. So straight up, let us dive into the video. I'll be using plastic beads in 8 millimeters. 8 millimeters, our scissors for cutting, fishing line 0.5, and this tape that I used to wrap around my fingers to prevent injuries, and the gloves I used to control sweat. Okay, I have sweaty palms. So we are going to begin with 4 beads. In my fishing line, I'm going to add all my 4 beads. So I'm adding my 4 beads. Okay, you can use plastic beads or pearl beads, all right? So I'll pick up the last bead and I'm going to cross it over and pull. So make sure the ends of your fishing lines are equal and you pull. We have our first ring. We are going to add one on the right, one on the left, cross with the third bead. So I'll add 1 bead on the right hand side, 1 bead on the left hand side, and the third bead I'm going to cross, put it on any of the fishing lines, and then you cross it over. Make sure the ends of your fishing lines are equal, and then I pull. So we have our second ring done. Pick 3 beads, one on the right, one on the left, cross with the third bead. So I'm adding one on the right hand side, one on the left hand side, and I'm going to cross with the third bead. Please, you want to follow this matching very well, okay? So I cross and I pull, and then we have our third ring done. We are going to continue until we have a total of 12. So now we have 12. We want to make the 13th ring. We are going to pick 3 beads on one side of the fishing line. I'm adding all my 3 beads. I'm going to pick up the last bead. I'll cross it over and pull. I cross and I pull. Please make sure you pull your work, okay? And don't worry, the beads are flexible. So we have our 13 rings done. If you count everything, we have 13 rings done. Okay, so we are going to proceed on the left side of the fishing line. Choose any side of the fishing line. I'm adding 3 beads. I'm going to cross with the third bead. Please, you want to pay attention to this mat, because it is not the usual mat that we have been weaving, okay? So please pay attention. So we are starting the second line. My front fishing line, which is my right fishing line, will go into the next 1 bead in front. And on the left fishing line, I'll add 2 beads, okay? I'll add my 2 beads and cross with the second bead. I add 2 beads and I cross with the second bead and pull. I pull. So you'll have it done like this. Okay, make sure you pull your work. My front fishing line will go into the next 1 bead in front. Whilst on the back fishing line, I'll add my 2 beads. Okay, and I'll cross with the second bead, and I'll meet you on the last but 1 bead, okay? I'll meet you when we are almost done, all right? So this is what I've been doing. We are almost done. We are going to end on the last but 1 bead. So we are going to end on this bead, or the second to the last bead, okay? The second bead on this side, we are ending here. Please do not touch the last bead, okay? So we'll end here. This same fishing line we inserted, I'll add 2 beads. The same fishing line we inserted, I'll add 2 beads. And then I'm going to insert it into the same bead where the back fishing line is. Okay, into this same bead where the back fishing line is. I'll insert it here. And then as you can see, we have a reduction done on one side, okay? While this side is straight, this side we are slanting. We are going to ignore the first bead, don't touch it. We'll start from the second bead. Don't touch the first bead, start from the second bead, okay? So I'll weave my fishing lines through to the second bead, okay? So this bag is very simple to make, but you just have to follow the steps to get it right. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Thank you. So we have it done like this. My fishing line is in the second bead. All right, this is where our fishing line is. We are going to start weaving the third line. So on my back fishing line or the right fishing line, I'm going to fix 3 beads, and I'll cross with the third bead. I cross with the third bead and pull. As you can see, we are shaping this side, okay, as you can see. So I'll continue weaving till the end. This is simple beaded mat, so I'll keep up weaving till the end. So your front fishing line, going to the next 1 bead in front, whilst on the back fishing line, keep adding your 2 beads till the end. So this is the end on this side. So the same fishing line we inserted, the left fishing line, I'll add my 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. Remember, we are shaping just one side of the mat, whilst this other side is straight, okay? So we are going to begin with the next line, okay? So my fishing line is in the last bead on this side. I'm going to fix 3 beads on the right fishing line and continue weaving with 2 beads until I'll meet you on the second bead or the last but 1 bead. Do not touch the last bead on this side, okay? So I've been weaving. We are going into the second to the last bead or the last but 1 bead. Don't touch this last bead. We are going to apply the reduction method. The same fishing line, I add 2 beads. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line into this bead where the back fishing line is, so that we have them in the opposite direction. Okay, like this. Then I'm going to weave my fishing lines through to the second bead, okay? Ignore the first bead. We are going to start weaving from the second bead. All right, so I have my fishing line in the second bead already. This is where we are. Please do not touch the first bead. So we are going to continue shaping. You start with 3 beads, okay? You continue with 2 beads. So I'll fix my 3 beads. I just want you to see how the shape is forming. Add your 3 beads. Pick up the last bead and cross. And you can see how the bag is forming, okay? Beautifully. So we are going to continue with this method until we are done, okay? We'll shape it up to the last bead, this last bead, okay? We'll end on the last bead. So keep shaping and you see it coming out beautiful. I'll meet you when I'm done, all right? So this is our beautiful triangle. Watch the triangle carefully. It's not the regular triangle, okay? So on this side, we have our 13 lines on both sides. Both sides are equal. So make sure you have it done like this. So I have this small triangle, which I weave 10 which is going to be the cover of the bag. So we are done with the cover of the bag. When you have it like this, we are done. I'm just going to keep this one aside, okay? We'll work with this later. And from here, we are going to develop our beautiful bag, okay? So get your fishing line, okay? Where you have the 13 lines, choose any side of your choice. We are weaving on one side. Ignore the first bead and start from the second bead. So we are going to be applying the reduction process so that we can expand the mouth and the bottom of the bag. Just keep watching. So start from the second bead. As usual, we are starting our mat with 3 beads. Please pay attention to this detail, okay? This is where the actual work is. So I'm going to pick up the last bead and I'm going to cross it over and pull, okay? You can see we are extending the mouth of the bag. This is the mouth of the bag. We want to extend both the mouth and the bottom of the bag. So this is our weaving into the next 1 bead in front. Please, I would like you to watch this carefully. All right. So I'll add my 2 beads. This is simple beaded mat, and I'll meet you on the last bead, on the 13th bead. Okay, the last bead downwards. Keep adding your two beads and let's meet at the end. So we are almost done. Okay, I'm going into the 13th bead, which is the last bead. I insert my front fishing line and still on the back fishing line. The same matting method, the back fishing line, I'm adding my 2 beads so that we can end here and complete this side. So I'm adding my 2 beads still on the back fishing line, okay? On the left fishing line, on the back fishing line. So I'll cross it over and pull. We are done, but the shape is not complete, as you can see. The ends are not pointing. Now, please watch it carefully. I'm going to flip this over, okay, so that we can understand it better. So I flip it over so that you can see where we are. We are on this bead. These are the last 2 beads we added. As you can see, the shapes are not equal. So we are going to turn and continue to weave, okay. So this fishing line, okay, this one that is on the jointed and on the bottom, my right fishing line, as you can see, I'm going to add 3 beads on my right fishing line because we are turning to the line of 13, okay. So I fix 3 beads on my right fishing line. I cross with the 3rd bead and pull, and this will complete the bottom of this mat. Okay, as you can see, it is complete now. Both sides looking equal. Right now, my left fishing line, this left fishing line, because we are weaving upwards, okay, we are starting the next line from here. I'll pick 4 beads. Please watch it carefully. I'm going to fix 4 beads into my fishing line. 4 beads into my fishing line. As you can see, the first bead I added, the first bead of the 4 beads, I'll insert my fishing line towards my skin direction. As you can see, I inserted my fishing line backwards. So take your time and pull it down. Support it with your right hand and then pull it down. You have it done like this. You have this awkward shape like this. Don't worry, I'm going to do this again so that you understand it better. So you have it like this, still on my right fishing line because we are going upward. I'll pick 2 beads on that same left fishing line. Sorry, my left fishing line. I'll add my 2 beads. Okay, the same left fishing line because we are weaving upward. I'm going to add my 2 beads and cross with the 2nd bead. Don't worry, we'll do it again so that you understand it better. All right. You can see we are expanding the bottom. We are going to be expanding the top of the bag as well. So this is a simple beaded mat. I'm going to insert my right fishing line into the next one bead up. Okay. Whilst on the left fishing line or the back fishing line, I'll keep adding my two beads and then cross with the second bead. I'll cross with the second bead and pull. So we have the shape like this. So I'm going to keep up weaving till I'll meet you at the top on the last but one bead, okay, or the second to the last bead. So I'll meet you there. So this is what we have been doing. So this is the last bead. Do not touch the last bead at the top. We are going to end on the last but one bead or the second to the last bead. Okay. So I'm going to insert my fishing line into that last but one bead. Into that bead. That same fishing line I inserted. Okay. That same fishing line I inserted, I'm going to pick two beads, insert it into that same fishing line, and then we'll apply the reduction process which I have shown you, okay? So watch it, just watch it. I'm just going to apply the reduction process, insert this other fishing line into the same bead where the back fishing line is, and then you weave your beads to the last but one bead again. You can see we are expanding both the mouth of the bag and the bottom of the bag. We are going to ignore the first bead and we'll start from the second bead. And when you count, your lines should remain 13 lines of beads. Okay, each time you are done, make sure that your lines remain 13 lines of beads. Okay, so we are going to start from the second bead. My fishing line is in the second bead. As you can see, my fishing line is in the second bead. Ignore the first bead. We are going to begin the next line. Okay, you can see the mouth of the bag is expanding. The bottom is also expanding. So as usual, you start your mat with 3 beads. You cross with the third bead. You cross, please make sure you pull your work. You can see we are expanding the mouth of the bag. Okay, so we are going to continue weaving our mat, my front fishing line into the next one bead in front, whilst on the back fishing line we keep adding our two beads. Okay, so I'll meet you at the bottom and we are going to repeat that step again. Okay, I'll meet you right at the bottom. So we are almost done. Okay, I'm going to go into the last bead, which is the 13th bead. Okay, into the last bead, still on my back fishing line. Our normal matting method, I add my 2 beads. I'm going to cross it with the second bead, and we are done with the 13th bead. And right now we are going to shape the bottom. Okay, so I'll flip it over for a better view. So this is where we are. Sorry guys, this is where we are. Okay, my right fishing line, this right fishing line, the fishing line that is facing the bottom of the bag, I'll add my 3 beads because we want to turn and start weaving upward. Okay, so I added my 3 beads. I'm going to cross with the third bead and pull. So as you can see, we are done with this step. Okay, we are done with this line. We are going to begin the next line. Okay, now with my left fishing line, this left fishing line, the fishing line that is away from the bag. Okay, I'll fix my 4 beads. 4 beads. The very first bead I added. Okay, this first bead I added, the first bead, I'll insert my fishing line upwards, okay, towards my body direction. As you can see, pull it down Support it with your right hand pull, and then you have the shape looking like this, but don't worry. Okay, I'm going to add 2 beads to that same fishing line, the fishing line that is away from the mat, or my left fishing line. I'll add 2 beads, and then I'm going to cross with the second bead, and yes, we have started the next line, as you can see. So we are going to continue to weave upwards, okay? Upwards, keep adding your two beads until we get to the last but one bead. Don't touch the last bead, end on the last but one bead, okay? And when you get to that point, your lines will be 13. You can see the beads are joining in twos. That's how the beads are supposed to be, joining in twos, okay? So when we weave upward, make sure that your lines are 13, and I'll complete this. So this is what we have. We are not done. I'm going to make the last line downward, okay? You can see we are almost done. I want you to watch how to end it. So we are going to go into the last bead, the 13th bead downwards, still on the back fishing line as usual. We fix our 2 beads and then cross with the second bead and pull. You pull it. We are not done this time around because it's the last line. Our left fishing line, the fishing line that is away from the mat, we are going to fix our 3 beads so that our fishing lines can turn to the bottom of the bag. So my left fishing line, I'm fixing 3 beads, and then I'm going to cross. I'll cross with the 3rd bead. I cross and I pull. So as you can see, our fishing lines are at the bottom of the bag. This is where you want your fishing line to be, okay, because we are going to be using it to join our bag. So this is the front or the back section of the bag, and this is the cover for the bag, okay? So we are going to join these pieces together. This is going to be the cover. The cover for the bag is just a triangle. It's going to sit like this, okay? As you can see, it's going to sit up like that, and this section will join them like this to form this beautiful shape, okay? So this is what we are going to be doing. So see where my fishing line is. Okay, my fishing line is in the second bead. We are going to insert it into the next one bead in front so that our fishing line can come out, can be in the second and the third bead. We are going to ignore the first bead, okay? My fishing line is in the second and the third bead. As you can see, my back fishing line is in the second and the third bead. My back fishing line, the outer fishing line, sorry, this one at the top, I'm going to use to join the cover for the bag. They are my leftover fishing lines. So my back fishing line, I'm going to insert it into the second and the third bead on the other side of the bag. So we are not using any bead to join this. We are using just our fishing lines to join this beautiful bag. So I'm inserting my fishing line into the second and the third bead on the other side of the bag. Okay. Now we have our fishing lines in 4 beads, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Now you are going to pick one side of the fishing line, either left or right. I'll take the right side and I'll insert it into where the fishing line is on the left side. Please just watch it carefully, okay? So I'll insert my right fishing line into this same bead where the left fishing line is coming out from, okay? So we can join the first ring of 4. As you can see, we have joined it seamlessly. All right, please watch it. The front fishing line will go into the next one bead in front. into the next one bead in front, our front fishing line into the next one bead in front. Please pardon me, the line is really long because you need a long string to join this. Okay, whilst the back fishing line, okay, the back, please make sure you pull. Whilst the back fishing line, okay, this back fishing line, I'm going to pass it into these 3 beads, okay, into this one. Just kindly watch them closely. You see the beads that are closer to it into this one, into the next bead in front on the side, okay, and then into this same bead where the other fishing line is. Let me not say the front fishing line, okay. We insert it where the other fishing line is in the opposite direction because we want both ends of our fishing lines to come out through this one bead. So we have successfully joined the first line, okay. We are going to join the second line, okay. So my back fishing line or the right fishing line will go through 2 beads on the right hand side of the bag. So on the right side of the bag, I'm going through 2 beads. As you can see, we are going into the next 4 beads. I'm going into the next 2 beads, whilst on the left side, I'll go into the next 1 bead, so that we can have our fishing lines in 2 beads on the right, 2 beads on the left, okay. We want to have them in 4 beads. As you can see, I have my fishing lines in 4 beads. So you can either choose the right side of the fishing line or the left side and insert it into the other bead where the other fishing line is, okay. So I'm choosing the right side. I'm going to insert it where the left fishing line is. Okay, so please watch it closely. I'll insert it into this same bead where the left fishing line is. Into that same bead. There you have both ends of your fishing lines coming out through 1 bead. We have joined the next set of 4 beads. It's very simple to do. Okay, the next step is the front fishing line will go into the next 1 bead in front. Okay, we are going to join the next set of 4 beads. So my front fishing line will go into the next 1 bead in front. Okay, whilst the back fishing line, okay, whilst the back fishing line, I'm going to go into this bead, these 3 beads here, okay, this bead on the side, the one in front, the one in front, okay. Please, you want to take your time, and on this same bead where the other fishing line is, so that your fishing lines will be coming out through 1 bead, okay. As you can see, we have joined the next set of 4 beads. All right, now the back fishing line will go into the next 2 beads on the right side of the bag. We are going to start joining the next set of 4 beads. My back fishing line will go into the next 2 beads on the right side of the bag, while this left fishing line will go into the next 1 bead in front, okay, into the next 1 bead in front. So you have your fishing lines in 4 beads, 2 beads on the right, 2 beads on the left, and then my right fishing line or the left fishing line, I'm going to insert it into the same bead where the other fishing line is, so that both ends of my line will come out through 1 bead. And please make sure you pull your work. As you can see, we have joined the next set of 4 beads, okay. Therefore, my front fishing line will go into the next one bead in front, into the next one bead in front, whilst the back fishing line will go into the next three beads, okay? Into one, into two, okay, and into three. This bead where the other fishing line is, and then I'm going to pull it very well. Pull, okay, to make sure that the previous beads we joined, they are firmly put together. Now the back fishing line will go into the next two beads on the side. We are about to join the next set of four beads. So if you watch it carefully, this is so simple to join. You just need to be patient. Beading is all about patience, okay? And then the left fishing line will go into the next one bead in front. So you make sure that your fishing lines are coming out through four beads, two on the right side, two on the left side. Choose the hand of your choice and then insert the fishing line into the other bead where the other fishing line is. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll insert it into this same bead where the left fishing line is. Make sure you pull your work. You can see how seamless this is. My front fishing line will go into the next one bead in front. Okay, whilst the back fishing line, I'm going to weave it into three beads, okay, and come out through that bead. So this is what you are going to be doing. As you can see, it's very simple. So into the bead on the side, the next bead in front, okay, and into that same bead where the other fishing line is. You want to take your time to do this. It's very simple and very interesting to make. When your fishing lines come out through one bead, please make sure you pull your work, okay? Pull because you're joining your bag. You can see how beautiful this is. You're going to continue joining. Okay, I'll do the rest of camera using the same method. You can see how it looks. This is the first joining. When we are done, we'll join the last part of the bag, okay? The cover, you are going to repeat the same thing for the cover. So I'll join all of these and I'll show you the finished work using the same method, okay? So I'm going to be joining this off camera, okay? So this is the finished joining, the first joining. This is the cover I have joined, and these are both sides of the bag. We are going to do the last joining. So we have 13 on this side and 13 on this side. So we have four beads here. We'll just fold. This is how we join our simple beaded bags, okay? So you have 13 beads on this side. If you count your 13 beads, make sure your fishing line is on the 13th bead, okay? It's on the 13th bead. So we are going to join. This is bulging, okay? So you want to support it as much as you can. This is not a regular bag, so you may want to use some things to support it so that you can join it easily, all right? So I'm going to fold it like this. I'm going to fold it this way. And when we join, this is what we are going to have, something like this, or that's how it's going to turn out to be. So my fishing line is in the 13th bead. On the back fishing line, how we join our simple beaded bags, okay? This is bulging, so it's somehow on the back fishing line. On the back fishing line, I'll add one bead. We are joining the straight lines. Check the 13th bead on the other side. So you want to fold them together like this. Okay, on the 13th bead on the other side, after adding one bead on your back fishing line, that same fishing line, insert it into the 13th bead on this side as well. Insert it into that 13th bead. Then you pick up your one bead and you are going to cross it over and pull. I know that this step everybody can do it, okay? This is just a simple joining. So my right fishing line, okay, you can see how I'm struggling with it because it's bulging. So you have to pull and press it down, okay? My right fishing line going into the next one bead in front, which is the 12th bead, same as the left fishing line, into the next one bead in front. This is a straight line, okay? And then you pick up one bead, you cross it over and pull. Cross it over and pull. Please make sure when you're joining your bag, you pull your work, okay? So I'm going to continue joining. Left fishing line, I'm going to the next one bead on the left hand side of the bag, okay? The same as the right side, okay? Into the next one bead in front, and then you're going to pick up one bead, cross it over and pull, okay? I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to make sure I'm pulling very well. So we have it, the next fishing lines into the next one bead in front. You pick up one bead, cross it over and pull. So you're going to continue joining like this, and I'll do it off camera, okay? So you join it to the top. Make sure you have your 13th beads joined together, and you join the other side as well to complete this beautiful bag, okay? I'll just do it off camera. I know you can do this. All right, so when I'm done, you see the finished work, okay? So when I'm done, you're going to see the finished work. So this is our beautiful bag, beautifully joined. The bag is so beautiful. It's so portable, so beautiful, very cute, as you can see, and it's spacious as well. If you want it bigger, you can make your lines longer, okay? You can see the phone is entering smoothly. It looks so beautiful, okay? So we are going to insert our magnetic lockers. I'll do this off camera. If you want me to make a video on how to fix your magnetic locks, please put it in the comment section. I'll be glad to do that for you, okay? So you fix your magnetic lockers on the back where you want them to be. And for this, the strings behind, I'm going to string in some pearl. If you have berry, I'll be using berry beads. If you have pearl, you can just string any handle of your choice, okay? For me, I will just string them, and then I'll have my beautiful handle done. These are complete bag. The bag is so beautiful. It's so lovely. Look at how beautiful, how portable the bag looks. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for always stopping by. And I know that I will see you in my next video. So take care. Bye.